Since we've come to Kin Prefecture, you have to give me a precious temple. Prepare a generous gift. The best Jinzhou Laojiao. Ancestral secret recipe. Delicious, easy to drink, and one tea hurt your brain. It smells so good. Thank you, teacher. Snort. I wasn't in a hurry to cause trouble for those bald monks. Right now, my stomach is rumbling with cravings. This mutton has a strong, gamey flavor. Hey, sir. This customer inside looks like a big spender. You're sure to get a good reward. Ha-hee, the best material in the code position. Hey, add 2 eggs. Oh, really? Rewards. Many. Thank you, sir, madam. What would you like to eat, sir? The mutton here is absolutely delicious. There's also their own homemade Jinzhou Laojiao liquor. According to that amount, give me 10 pounds first. How many guests are there? Just me. Why are you afraid I can't afford it? I dare not. I dare not. I'll go right away. I'll go right away. Tenjin of hand-pulled mutton arrived. Please, sir. Comfortable. Since you're full, it's time to prepare a gift for those bald monks tonight. The host will take on the responsibility of advancing from the beginning of the month. Daoxing 1776. Monsters have been collected. Tiger Mountain God Juyan, Blue-Faced Gentleman, Black Mountain Bear Lord. Very good. 1776. You're the one. Black Mountain King Infusion. You were born in Montenegro the first year. Born stupid. All they know is eating. In the 10th year, you bit off the head of the mad beggar. 50th year, you and the great demon were chopping a chicken's head and burning yellow paper under the old mulberry tree. Sworn brotherhood. The first 100 years, you put on the cassock, sitting on the lotus platform, accepting alms from the people. Consuming 140 years, the progress of the Taoist Black Mountain Mighty Army has reached the level of dying pearls. Consuming 310 years, the Black Mountain Bear Army's progress in cultivation has reached the heavenly mastery stage. Obtainable monster costume. Unlock the demonized Black Mountain Bear Army. The method of consolidating Qi at the wind's mouth has evolved into Hanyuan Qigong. Gain the power of 1,000 Jun, a type of innate strength. This feeling. The power actually increased by another 50%. Black Mountain Bear's sealing and gas-preserving method. It evolved into Hanyuan Qigong. Skills can not only be stored internally, It can also be seen externally, parrying flying items. This thing looks more and more familiar. Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan. Interesting. With this handgun, if we encounter flying items again in the future, why bother to endure it with your physical body? "906 years remaining, since the path of cultivation has already begun. So let's go all the way. Consumed for 289 years. The progress of the Taoist King Mi Langjun has reached the heavenly perfection stage. Unlock demon transformation. King Mi Langjun. Unlock summons. Can be materialized for summoning combat. It's not that you're gone just because you're gone. Very good. Not a fart. In other words, over the past 200 years, I only unlocked the demon transformation and summoning abilities. Oh well, at least I'll need it tonight. Hosetsuji Temple. Senior brother, how much deeper do you want to dig? Shut up. Do you want to die? If the abbot hears, they just threw you to feed the Buddha. Senior brother, is it necessary for us to do this? The official document from the Demon Suppression Division has been issued for some time now, but so many days have passed. No one has come to search the place. Why not? If those officials were secretly watching, just waiting for my vigilance to loosen, wouldn't that leave us with nothing to hide? Moreover, even the headmaster Wangchen is dead. The Demon Suppression Division seems to be serious this time. I don't know where that ruthless person came from. They even dared to kill the Forgotten Death's chief. I heard it was written very clearly in that official document. All temples within Longyu County must also be thoroughly investigated. Anyone found to be colluding with demons, execute first, report later. Act first, report later. At that time, wouldn't you and I be able to kill each other at will? Even if the abbot avenges us afterwards. So what? The person is dead. What's the point of revenge? All right, everyone stop standing there. Clean these up quickly. This is really troublesome. If that beast hadn't gone into seclusion, why are these things still around now? Who's playing tricks there? It scared me to death. It turned out to be just a beast. All right, everyone stop standing there. Get to work quickly. Strangeness. What's strange? Senior brother. We've been on this mountain for over 10 years now. The mountain is a popular place of worship. Morning bells and evening drums. Ordinary wild beasts would have already hidden. Go far away. I have seen wild rabbits and pheasants. When had wolves ever existed? It's probably a wild animal that came from somewhere else. Okay, get to work quickly. If the time is missed, the supervisor blamed him. None of you will get away with this. Thank you, senior brother. The soil is too hard. I really can't dig anymore. Ha ha. No need to be polite. You should rest. This sound. There are demons. There are monsters. What are you yelling about? Where did this demon come from? Ha 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 ha. One. This bunch of trash. It takes this long to bury just a few people. What does it taste like? Demon. Although my half-step horizontal training skill is not yet perfect, but it's not like you, a beast, can just step out of there. People come. They're all dead, aren't they? There's not even a drop of blood. What happened? What petty thief dared to accuse my temple of committing violence? Zhang Jun, what are you doing? I am Fakai. We've drunk together a lot. You forgot? I heard you were killed by the Demon Suppression Bureau. Could it be that he escaped by sheer luck? And what are you doing bringing all these unfamiliar faces here to cause trouble? If it gets out of hand, even your older brother couldn't protect you. Okay. They all dispersed. It's a misunderstanding. Brother Fakai died just like that. He was slapped to death. Isn't this black bear one of our own? The former Black Mountain King is dead. I am an idiot right now. Why waste so much time on nonsense? Kill them all. What are you all standing there for? This black bear has gone mad. The Arhat formation. Kill them. The Arhat formation. Kill them. Ah. Beware of poison. Hold your breath. What is that? Release my supernatural powers. This is the demon race. Supernatural power to break the formation. Predecessor Natubor. This beast knows martial arts. Aha! Yeah. Evil creature. How dare you commit violence against me? Bao Chai. You beast, have you truly gone mad? My temple has treated you well. Blood food was never lacking each month. What's wrong with you? Kill. I'll hold them off. Yeah. Oh. Ow. Ha 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 ha. What kind of tactic is this? Could it be the Demon Suppression Division? I remember last month. This black bear, wasn't he already killed by the Demon Suppression Division? Now they've suddenly reappeared here. It's impossible that the Demon Suppression Division acts so domineeringly. After all, they were people in the Imperial Court. Moreover, he has always considered slaying demons and monsters as his mission. How could they collude with demons, resurrected? Such methods are unheard of. From this perspective, perhaps this beast has managed to escape unscathed. I just don't know why they suddenly turned against me. I said it long ago. A beast is still a beast. If the abbot hadn't insisted on keeping them in the first place, how could this situation have come to this? Letting the wolf into the house, turning against its master. No, I have to find that beast's brother and ask him properly. Since the abbot did this, he naturally had his reasons. Moreover, that beast is currently in seclusion. The story of the story. No one is allowed to disturb them easily. Let's report to the abbot first. The drama last night, although I didn't get to see it in person. But just imagining the furious look on those bald monks' faces, I felt completely comfortable. If the black bear's older brother, knowing his sworn brother, bringing outsiders to cause trouble, I wonder what kind of amazing expression it would be. Unexpectedly, the summoned monster slayed the enemy. It's amazing that one can gain cultivation. Although each time the income is received over 5 or 10 years, but the quantity was too large. The level of cultivation has now increased dramatically from 617 years to 1,352 years. A full 735 years of income. Ha ha ha. La 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 la. Grown-ups. I am back. I am fortunate to have fulfilled my mission. I came here to report back. Vigorous blood and chi. Divine energy is abundant. Even better than before I left. You've got quite a skill. Chasing the powerful aquatic demon Chengden to the bottom of the river. Kill him. I am curious. You race such a good swimmer. I know a little bit. That person is a great water demon of the White Mermaid clan. Could it be that you're not even as good a swimmer as a human? Besides, the lavish praise in Zhu Sigu changes letter. What kind of genius? Pillars of the nation, unparalleled in this era. It made my teeth hurt. You've done a great job this time. Not only did it quell the Qiangjiang River monster problem, that can be considered as helping the head of the headquarters. However, since Bai Zhao is already dead, you no longer have any worries. I'll just stay obediently in Liangzhou for now. Stop running around. You are a member of the Demon Suppression Division, not a wandering knife errant. Yes. Okay, you Ray tired too. Go back and rest. Nothing major has happened these past few days. Not for espionage. Grown-ups. I'd like to ask about the Martial Temple. You want to go to the Martial Temple to seek a spiritual seal. It was you who killed the Qiangjiang Dragon King this time, in addition to previous achievements, enough to earn a chance to visit the Temple of Martial Arts. However, I don't recommend you go now. Why? Although anyone at the core formation stage can enter, but is it possible to obtain the spiritual seal? It depends on the opportunity. Second, consider the underlying heritage. Although you have now entered the realm of alchemy, but the time is still short. If you rush in, highly likely returning empty-handed. In my opinion, you'd better wait until you've completed the elixir. Try it only after cultivating the 5 golden cores to their ultimate level. We'll have a better chance of success. You are a good prospect. I don't want you to waste the opportunity. Is the alchemy complete? It swallowed the essence of the white dragon. Actually, we were just one step away from perfection. Thank you for your guidance. However, I am now at the core formation stage. You've reached the rear. Number. Wasn't it only at the initial stage of core formation at Human Pass? This is a pill-forming technique. Did he eat an elixir? At your speed. Less than a year. Isn't it almost time for the lamp to be lit? Some feelings. A lucky breakthrough. Now he has reached the post-Chengden realm. Even if we no longer seek out a great demon like the White Dragon, slaughter any ordinary beast that has just entered the core formation stage. That's enough to push me to perfection. It's just that these days, powerful demons are hard to find. Animals that can live this long must have very strong survival skills. If only I could go to the Western region's demon court. I've heard that demons roam the area. Great demons are as numerous as dogs. It's practically a paradise for demons. It's my paradise too. Unfortunately, the current strength is too risky. Where can we find this monster Sasha? Your Majesty. Your Majesty. The Great King's Demon Court has decreed that the White Ape Lord is dead. The White Shark's beloved wife, Yatu, also died. They all died at the hands of the Dragon Traveling Demon Suppression Division. Interesting. In just 10 days, 2 core formation great demons of my demon court have been killed in succession. When did the Demon Suppression Division of Longyu become so tough? The White Dragon tribe was enraged. His Majesty has decreed, you are hereby ordered to depart for Longyu immediately. A search to uncover the truth behind Zhao West's death. Take back the body. 2. Secondly, 2 officials from the Longyu military commandery were executed to comfort the spirits of my kinsmen in heaven. Zhang girl, getting up so early. If I remember correctly, was it you who knocked on the door? Well, yes. I apologize for my abruptness. Come in and talk. The adults haven't eaten yet, have they? This shop's steamed buns have little fillings and thick skins. If you don't like the taste, try it. Why should our relationships be so convoluted? If you want to treat me to a meal, there's no need to choose this early morning. Tell me what happened. As expected, nothing can hide from your eyes. To be honest, I am honored to have made this visit today. She has something to ask of him, her. I am honored to have made this visit today. She has something to ask of him, her. Explain. I joined the company at the age of 18. Through hard work and struggle until now. It has been more than 7 or 8 years. I had some insights a few days ago. My energy and blood have finally reached the right level. Now his cultivation has reached the half-step Mingu realm. If only I could accumulate more merits. He'll be promoted to captain soon. That's a good thing. Congratulations, Brother Liu. But do you have any difficulties that require my help? Just say it. I do have a request, however difficult. Distance from reaching the rank of captain. I'm still just a little bit short. I took on a job a few days ago. I thought it would be a simple job. Once the position of captain is secured, the rest of the job will be secured. It was only later that I realized something was wrong with this task. That's why I wanted to ask the adults for help to keep things under control. Where is it? Huaishu Village. Huaishu Village. Huaishu Village. It's just a remote little village. Not famous. It's normal that the girl hadn't heard of it. Let me elaborate. Speaking of that locust tree village, actually, it wasn't a big deal. At first, it was just a few brothers from the department passing by. Just approaching the village entrance, he was covered in filth by those villagers. The brothers were furious. But you can't actually chop off someone's head with a knife. The common people just thought it was a few troublemakers. But later, several more groups of brothers passed by. They all received the same treatment. This is a bit strange. The official robes of the Demon Suppression Division are in this Lianzhou region. There's no reason for us to be treated like this by a bunch of peasants. Really? Something unusual must be going on. This matter caught the attention of the master of ceremonies. Huang Ziying was sent to investigate. The investigation lasted 3 to 5 days. They couldn't find anything. I didn't see a trace of demonic energy. The matter was thus dropped. If that's all, you don't need to come looking for me. That's natural. Until the last, at the beginning of the month. There was a ragged peasant woman. I don't know how I ran out of the village. He ran all the way to the Yemen government office. Didn't he protest his innocence? He sat in front of the lobby and shouted hoarsely. They say there are monsters in the village. There is a monster in the village. The master of ceremonies then arranged the case. The task fell to me. I took some people there last month. Those villagers were acting very strangely. When the officials came to the door, not only are they not afraid, instead, they blocked the village entrance and refused to let anyone in. I panicked at that moment. They led their men and forced their way in. Then what? Nothing was found. They searched inside and out. Not even a single demon hair was seen. The villagers insisted. The woman died some years ago. The man went insane after being traumatized. There is no empirical evidence. There was no demonic aura. I had no choice but to withdraw my troops. But after returning, I am not reconciled. So he had someone secretly keep an eye on him. 2 days later, the men then discovered that the woman was missing. Where did you go? I don't know what happened on the morning of the 3rd day. Then they disappeared. Go into the village to ask. The villagers also shook their heads, saying they didn't know. Why did it have to disappear at this time? Such a big living person. No one in the village knew where they had gone. This method was done flawlessly. It could even evade Huang Ziying's investigation. If there truly are demons, that's definitely not an ordinary item. Remarkable methods. Anyway, I have nothing better to do. Isn't that a coincidence? Let's go. Where to go? Didn't you want to be promoted to captain? Two months, just 2 months. He's already a 6th rank general, great masters of the core formation realm. Luckily, I gave in back then. If I had acted impulsively and tried to get revenge, the grass on the grave must be 3 feet tall by now. We used to be on the same team. No need to be reserved. That's it. That's it. When Lord Zhang first entered the temple, I immediately noticed it. Adults are actually cold on the outside, but warm on the inside. Ha ha ha. Go, go, go. Flatter Lord Zhang. You don't know. Jiao Hu usually drinks too much alcohol. That mouth just doesn't know how to keep its mouth shut. Oh, what did he say? This kid. He would boast to everyone he met. He did have a sparring session with you, Lord Zhang, back then. Although they ultimately lost. But he's someone who's experienced some impressive skills firsthand. In this Zhuanzi camp, that was a unique kind of dignity. Haha, Lao Jiao. Have you no shame? I guess I took a hit back then. Why not call it a duel between masters? The victory in the dungeon is just a matter of moments. Besides, it's a blessing to be able to spar with Lord Zhang. You don't even have the right to be beaten. Ha 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 ha. Okay, we're almost there. The name Huaishu village itself tells you why it is so famous. I never expected this tree to grow in such an eerie way. Several old men. I am a member of the Demon Suppression Division. I visited a few days ago. I wonder if Muramasa is available. We need to go into the village to further investigate the case of Feng Fu's disappearance. Please do me a favor. What did you say? Get lost. I said get lost. I already said there are no demons. No demons. He ran away on his own. She ran away with a wild man. You bunch of government employees. They come to torment us poor souls every few days. Do you even want people to live? Soldiers killed people. The officers and soldiers are driving people to their deaths. There's no way out. God is blind. You saw it too. These troublemakers are unyielding to both soft and hard tactics. If they really started fighting, if word gets out that our Demon Suppression Division is bullying the good people, snort. I'll only count my reputation 3 times. After 3 sounds, if you do not move aside, there is no more Huaishu village in the world. You little brat, you have quite the nerve. If you've got the guts, then step over the old man. Anyway, this world is no place for people to live. Dead clean. Even if you die and become vengeful ghosts, you won't be spared. Come on, if you've got the guts, kill the whole village. Step back. One, 2, entering the village. Has this girl finally acquired the identity of a wolf general? That's the source of such confidence. They still have this kind of confidence. Only then can I have my current status. Keep up. So 2 people per group. Don't overlook any corners. Yes. Miss Zhang, you are now a master of the core formation realm. Keen perception. Have you noticed anything? Something's not right. Number. Where does Feng Fu live? Right there, the most remote place in the village. Lead the way. Miss Zhang is this. Miss Zhang is this. That lady has always lived here. I heard from the villagers that this woman died many years ago. The man went insane after being provoked. He usually runs wildly at the village entrance, begging for food when hungry. I'm sleepy, so I'll sleep on this haystack. Crazy for many years. It's been quite a few years. Liu Chen. Exist. Does she have children? I haven't heard of it. The villagers all said that her husband died not long after their marriage. That's when she went mad. Last time I searched, I was only focused on finding people. It wasn't turned out that detailed. It was my oversight. Hidden in that corner, more years of accumulated dust. It's normal that it wasn't discovered. These shoes look quite old. The sturdiness of the 1,000-layer bottom. The person who sewed it put a lot of effort into it. A childless widow. But there was a hidden under the bed. Tiger head shoes for toddlers who have just learned to walk. Where did you say the child went? Well, could it be that he's possessed? Who knows? I might think about it day and night. I made a shoe myself as a keepsake. I discovered something quite interesting. What did the adults discover? Don't you think this village is a bit too quiet? Quiet. Just now at the village entrance, we only saw the old man and Zhu Zhuang. Now the brothers are searching each house, but there was no sound at all. The old man has. There are also able-bodied men, but this huge locust tree village has dozens of households. Where are the children? Child. Yes, where is the child? The commotion is so big. Children should have been terrified and cried their eyes out long ago. But now the village entrance is nowhere to be seen. No one in the village had heard of it. Where did those children go after they were born? Everyone come here. Stop searching. All of you, get over here. What's wrong with your head? When you were searching just now, who is in the house? The room was filled with old, useless people who couldn't move. Some were paralyzed in bed. Some are blind. Some just drool. No children. How could this be? Since there are no children. How did the incense in this village come about? Continued. This is completely illogical. Miss Zhang. Why don't you just ask? Haha. How? After the officials finished their search, did they find the so-called demon? Explain. Don't tell me you found it. That crazy woman is obsessed with men. I fantasize all day about having a big, fat baby. He would sew shoe soles and hide them when he had nothing to do. It's sent to be for my future son to wear. Everyone in the village knows about this. Stop talking nonsense to me. One shoe doesn't prove anything. What about all the children in the village? I just searched through dozens of households in the whole village. I didn't even hear the baby cry. Even if that crazy woman had no children. What about you? I see there are quite a few wealthy people in the village. Why is the feng shui of this locust tree village so eerie? They can't have any children. Dead. Everything is dead. These days are chaotic and war-torn. Demons and monsters run rampant. God doesn't give us any food. Our poor and remote areas. It's not easy to support yourself. Even being born is a form of suffering. Some starved to death, those who died of illness. Fart. It's one thing if one or two can't be fed. Dozens of households in the whole village. Not a single one survived in decades. Do you think I am stupid? Kill me. Kill me. Anyway, there's no hope left. Living is suffering. Please, sir, have mercy. Give me a quick answer. Let me go underground and reunite with those short-lived ghosts. I beg the official to grant me death. I beg the official to grant me death. Even ants cherish life. There's no reason why people would line up to be beheaded by officials. Head. Are these people under some kind of evil spell? The way I looked at these old people, they don't even look like living people. Miss Zhang. Take them back a bit further away. Why is this? I'm just guessing. If I guess wrong, that's fine. If you guessed correctly, your presence here will only get in the way. What are you all standing there for? Didn't you hear what Lord Zhang said? Retreat! Why aren't you leaving? Wasn't Lord Guan supposed to slay a demon? We old bones remain here. This is just right to add some excitement for Lord Guan. If that demon comes out, it will eat us first. This will save Lord Guan from having to put in the effort. If you really want to die, why wait until today? What are you saying, sir? U.S. What did he give you? What would make you do it willingly? He gave all the children in the village to him as food. What nonsense are you spouting? What child? What kind of food rations? I've already said it. There are no children in this village. They all died because they couldn't give birth. The core formation realm and its aura is profound, even more solid than that white shark. Finally, I decided to come out. They have lived in peace for many years. Why bother to disrupt this peace? Huaishu village is located in a remote area, relying on the weather. In that year, the Han dynasty covered an area of 100 li, 1,000 miles away. Eat one child, but the locust tree village survived. Why? Because I promised them a way out. This seat does not cultivate killings and warfare, only repair the withered and flourishing of plants. I and them are boneless. Protect them from death. They feed on my blood. Help me in my spiritual practice. It all depends on one's own willingness, never forced. The adults didn't have anything to eat back then. Rather than the whole family starving to death, why not send one away in exchange for the lives of the whole family? Little girl, you race still young, unaware of the cruelty of this world. Although I am made of flesh and blood, but it also protects this land. If not for this seat, these dozens of households have long since become skeletons by the roadside. Where would today's mere existence be? Why bother? Why bother? Why bother? In this world of demons and monsters, for these ordinary people who toil in the fields, demands a moral bottom line. It's just asking for trouble. Living is an extremely ugly thing. You can leave. I understand the difficulties you faced in cultivating the elixir. I will not hold that one knife offense against you today. What you said makes a lot of sense. To survive in this world, there's always a price to pay. You Ray, a smart person. Even tigers don't eat their cubs. In order to survive, sending parents and children into the demon's mouth. How are such people any different from beasts? They are both beasts. Death is death. What's there to regret? I have lived for 2,800 years, having seen the hardships of the world. Someone as well-fed and clothed as you, high position, How can one know the taste of it? If in a different place, you are not necessarily more noble than them. I can't understand them. I am going to kill you. It's not for these people who are their own flesh and blood. The beast sent to the tiger's mouth seeks justice. Then why? I held a knife in my hand, feeling indignant. I don't like you. Kill if you want. This blow was unjust, not for the sake of the common people, just for my own pleasure. Arrogance. Kixie over Lord Blade. Ouch! It hurts so much. Also, 2,800 years ago. You've wasted 2,800 years of your life. Since you have no other skills, then you can go die. It's over. Sans City Danjing Bio. He attained 2,833 years of Taoist cultivation. My lord, spare my life. I was forced into it. Guilty. I am guilty. Miss Zhang. There's something I don't understand. Aha! I remember the case file records. The most recent famine in Longyu. It has been about 40 or 50 years since then. If back then you made a deal with demons to save your life, that makes sense. But there are elderly people in this village who are in their 60s or 70s. But most of them are middle-aged people in their 40s and 50s. There were even strong men in their 30s. If only we had done it then. The children were all fed to the tree. This Huaishu village should have been wiped out long ago. How could it have continued to this day? Have you ever heard the saying? What words? It's easy to go from frugality to extravagance. It's hard to go from extravagance to frugality. At first, it was indeed to survive. But the year of disaster has passed. There was enough rain. Now there are two choices. First, facing the lowest soil with their backs to the sky, working themselves to the bones to make a living in the fields. Look at the weather. Secondly, you only need to have one child. Throw it under the tree. That would provide food for the whole family, living a comfortable life while lying down. This, human nature, is like this. Laziness. Once you've tasted the sweetness of getting something for nothing, who would still be willing to endure hardship? Give birth and raise a little. Send them to feed the trees in exchange for food. Continue to live. Continue to change. That. Why was someone begging for death just now? There are more people in this village. My appetite is getting bigger and bigger. But the villagers' rich people couldn't keep up with the demand. This generation of children has been eaten to extinction. Lost the child. What would they give in exchange? Naturally, it's the turn of these useless old folks. Naturally, it's the turn of these useless old folks. They knew they were the next meal. Rather than being swallowed by demons, it would be better to beg the officials to give me a quick death. Everything is done. Let's take the people back first. Miss Zhang won't walk together. I have something to do. Then this humble servant will first lead men to escort the prisoner back to the office to report. This time, we owe a great debt to Miss Jiang's intervention. Strange things have happened over the past 2 weeks. Aside from extremely minor demons causing trouble, the entire Longyu Road was so peaceful. These must be 2 great demons who have reached the core formation stage, killed in quick succession. Such thunderous methods. Who wouldn't be terrified? This girl. I fear that sooner or later he will end up like the current right demon suppressor. Just by revealing their names, it can then guard against countless great demons. When did this note appear? Who put it there? I was completely unaware. 30 li outside Yangzhou Prefecture. I have something to ask you. Since you invited Mr. Wei here, why do you need to hide your true intentions? You arrived earlier than I expected. This is the way the Liangzhou commandery treats its guests. Haha. Iron Ink does not master. Lord Wei, the demon king of Lotus Realm, need not panic. I have invited you here today, not for the purpose of killing. I just have a few minor things I'd like to inquire about with Lord Wei. Why do I feel inexplicably unwilling? Could it be that the Bloodstone Palace doesn't want to be vegetarian? No picky eating allowed. Congratulations, host, on your breakthrough to the perfection of the sinister pill. Logically speaking, this old locust tree has lived for over 2,800 years. A body full of cultivation foundation. He should be far stronger than the white dragon or the old white ape. But swallowing this corpse, it only barely managed to bring my cultivation level up. From the last bit of energy, it reached perfection. If I hadn't swallowed the Qiangjiang Dragon King before, they were just one step away from victory. I am afraid this tree will swallow it. Not even a sound. Perhaps the spirits of these plants were inherently weak and ethereal. Or is it that my technique only recognizes flesh and blood? Do not recognize vegetarian foods. The current cultivation level is 2,905 years. One should not be too greedy. Although this tree spirit was a bit weak, but the power and influence it bestowed were truly extraordinary. Add the remaining amount. This wave can be described as getting rich overnight. But how should we spend it? Is it white glue or white glue? The white glue light is a magical shadow, and it possesses supernatural powers. In comparison, Shiromoto, on the other hand, seemed rather ordinary. But now I am in the northwest. Lowest everywhere. Thin water vapor. If water control is repaired. In this dry, smoking place, his skills might be reduced by half. On the contrary, the white clouds. The art of manipulating mountains and rocks. You're in charge of managing Baiyun Palace. followed by Yun Palace. And in your first year, you were born in the demon court of the far west, born with intelligence. In your 50th year, you learned the language of humans, avid reader of human books. In your 100th year, you've read all the books in your hands. I began to loathe the chaos of the demon court. In the 500th year, you comprehended the method of moving mountains. You sit atop the mountain, watching the clouds roll and unfold. You were at the waterfall in the 827th year, reading. They encountered a tiger cub that didn't know its own limitations. By the 857th year, the tiger's swordsmanship had reached its peak. You want to take him back to the Western Demon Court, but the Demon Court is xenophobic, so you want to give him a legitimate status. On a certain day in the 859th year, the Demon King promised you, as long as you help a junior member of the White Dragon clan, Dragon Pearl, I'll give your disciple a spot in the Demon Court. In the 894th year, you were protecting that little dragon. However, a shocking piece of news came from the Demon Court. The Demon King brought back a human woman. He even boasted that he wanted to marry her. In 897, the Iron Cavalry of the Tang dynasty trampled the Demon Court. 899th year, the woman the Demon Emperor brought back escaped in the chaos. It is said that they fled towards Longyu. The Demon Emperor was enraged by thunder. The Demon King of Maori, responsible for guarding the border. I was almost skinned alive. You also received the order from the Demon King of the Rabbit Day. Be careful of this woman. In the 901st year, news came from the Demon Court again. The Demon Emperor actually had a son left behind in Chang'an. But now the Demon Court is in such a miserable state. Who dares to go to Chang'an to look for someone? You shook your head, lamenting the unpredictability of this world. Consumption time, 1,640 years. Daoxing White Ape skills. The progress has reached the stage of dyeing pearls and removing bones. Elevate to the supreme. Gain supernatural powers. Moving mountains and filling seas. This is what the white apes realized after observing the heavens, earth, mountains, and rivers. Manipulate the surrounding soil and terrain, turning mountains into soldiers. Change the world. Moving mountains and filling seas. Chi. It's good to try the White Ape Kung Fu's miniature 5-finger mountain move. Holy crap! What the hell is this consumption? Could it be the weight of the soil and rocks? Far beyond the reach of water flow. I was careless. I originally thought that with this supernatural power, I could do whatever I wanted. Who do you dislike? A huge mountain pressed down on it. Now it seems, if they really dare to do that. I'm afraid the mountain hasn't been moved yet. He was drained of his life force first. His current cultivation level is known to have reached the peak of the core formation stage. Sufficient foundation. It's time to go to the Wei River and ask about the Temple of Martial Arts. Drive. Lord Wei is, after all, the head of the Yizhou military command. Such audacity is simply somewhat disappointing. Since you are the Demon King Supreme, not seeking blessings in the western regions, yet they traveled thousands of miles to sneak into the heart of my great Tang dynasty. Could it be that they think we have no one in Longyu? Lord Wei is a clever man. There are some things I don't need to spell out. Long Yu is bitterly cold. Even a single commander of the Demon Suppression Division was helpless. If no one really cares about my demon court, why are you still staying in the western regions? Good. If there is truly no one to oversee the western regions, how could those unruly demon kings be so obedient? Since he dared to show himself, this means that the one stationed in Longyu has also noticed it. I know what you were thinking. This king also admits, if they really start fighting, I am no match for that one. To be honest, Wakahu Emperor's command, I'm too lazy to even come. You old white ape from Liangzhou Prefecture. If you die, you die. Even if it means bearing the burden of demons from both ends again. The demon court didn't care. But that white dragon, you really shouldn't have touched him. Black River White Dragon is good. He is a direct descendant of the Jiaolong clan, although not yet transformed into a dragon, but it retains the bloodline of the old Dragon King. His death caused a great disturbance in the demon court due to the presence of the White Dragon clan. The demon emperor has to give them an explanation. When I entered the city, listen to those ordinary people discussing. It seems that the one who killed him was a little girl. I don't want to put you in a difficult position either, but I still have to go back and report. Hand over the woman. How about I leave now? Unable to pay. Oh, did you really think I wouldn't dare to make a move? Since I dare to come. Naturally, they calculated the time precisely. If you believe the Demon Emperor is in the hands of my Commander-in-Chief, can still save you, you can give it a try. How did the Commander-in-Chief get involved with such a person? What is the woman's background? Your Excellency is also an ancient demon who has lived for thousands of years. These eyes should be brighter than Wei's. To be able to kill a fully formed white shark at the age of 18 or 19. Do you think someone like this could be raised without a powerful background? I have lived for 6,000 years. He survived even when the Tang Emperor personally led an expedition against him. What does it rely on? Is it based on backbone? Farts rely on assessing the situation and making judgments. This world. The grass on the hardened grave mound has been replaced several times over. He killed a prodigy like Cheng Dan at the age of 17 or 18. If there isn't he a powerful figure behind him? I'll write my name backwards. Killing him would easily provoke the old monster behind it all. Can the demon court protect me? To avenge the White Shark clan, risk your life. Not worth it. Extremely not worth it. Lord Wei is joking. I was just asking casually. Why be so nervous? If that's the case, if this proud prince were to be nipped in the bud, it makes me seem intolerant. This time coming, it was just a favor I was doing. It's just a matter of loyalty. However, although I will not cause him any trouble, but the White Dragon clan isn't as magnanimous as I am. The direct descendant died. They will not give up. Go back and tell that little girl. Let her pray for good fortune. Please give this to the little girl for me. Today's event. Consider it a favor she owes me. If she truly grows up and reaches the pinnacle in the future, for the sake of this spirit jade, you mustn't kill me. Why did that fellow's words, though not like his actions? But is it really just one side of the story? I must go back and take a look. If that's true, then so be it. If it's fake. Ha ha ha, you little chick. Not laying eggs in the western regions. He's come all the way to this poor Taoist temple in Longyu on official business. Senior is joking. Oh, Senior is joking. I, a junior, have heard that Lu Yu was incredibly successful. Lone smoke in the desert, sunset over the long river. I have long admired you. I came here specifically to see. Oh, just browsing. Absolutely true. Since the younger generation entered the pass, always adhere to one's duty. He has never harmed a single human being. Not a single blade of grass or tree has been disturbed. Even just now at the Liangzhou commandery, he was just looking for Lord Wei to catch up. He drank a cup of tea and then left. If the senior doesn't believe, you can go and check. If that's the case, then I've misunderstood you. Where? It's because the younger generation doesn't know the rules. We have disturbed the senior's meditation. Now that the misunderstanding has been cleared up, then I won't bother you any longer. We're heading back to the western regions. Obsessiveness. Is there anything else you need, Senior? Since we're here, why rush to leave? You have refined tastes, perfect for enjoying the scenery. The scenery on that mountain is also quite nice. Why don't you come back with me? Stay in the mountains for 3 to 5 days. Let's have some tea and discuss philosophy. Isn't that wonderful? Thank you for your kind offer. Next time. I will definitely visit you next time. I really won't go. Ha ha ha. If it weren't for the past, for the sake of you leading the way for my great Tang dynasty, how could I really let you go? Here. He usually has a deathly calm expression. Why am I spacing out today? Moreover, his blood and qi were extremely disordered. Could it be that another powerful demon has appeared in the world? The adults didn't sleep well last night. If there are any difficulties, let's speak frankly. If you encounter any troublesome demons, although I am not talented, but I am also willing to share the burdens and solve the problems of adults. This girl was only in her deathbed for 2 months, not slaying demons, on the road to slaying demons. If he finds out that he's being targeted by the demon court, with his fiery temperament, who knows what kind of huge mess they might make. Getting old. I have less sleep, and the company has been very busy lately. It's inevitable to feel mentally distressed. They're all old, trivial matters from officialdom. It has nothing to do with demons. You can't help either. Oh. Sir, since nothing has happened, that humble servant has a request. I want to go to the Temple of Martial Arts. Why bring this up again? Didn't I tell you? Seeking an official seal at the Temple of Martial Arts is no child's play. Although you have now achieved the state of a cinnabar refinement, the later realm is indeed rare. But you are so young. Exceptional talent. Why rush this? Wouldn't it be better to let it settle again? Sir, please take a look at this. The completion of the elixir-making process didn't happen in the last 2 days. Isn't it still about the lingering effects? How long has it been? 2 days or 3 days? Even eating and drinking don't happen this fast. Are you human? Oh. Can the adults go now? Since it has reached perfection, of course you can go. The Tang dynasty had a vast territory. According to the rules, 8 temples should be built. The closest temple to Liangzhou is the Martial Temple in Jianan Road. Jianan is great. A round trip takes at most 1 month. I didn't get to taste the saltiness of the monsters there last time I passed by. I'm going to buy some goods this time. However, I don't recommend you go to Jianan. Where to go? Go to Chang'an. Chang'an is good. Tianxia Martial Temple. There seems to be no difference. That's not actually the case. Chang'an was the capital of the country, the place where dragon energy gathers. The profound fortune within, far superior to the other 5 temples. If you go there, the probability of obtaining a spirit seal can also be increased by 10%. If the Chang'an Martial Temple had such benefits, why do not all those who have mastered the elixir of immortality flock to Chang'an? Wouldn't the other 7 martial temples become mere decorations? Chang'an is right under the emperor's feet. The number of spiritual seals that descend each month is limited. Want to enter the temple? First pour the sieve. No powerful backer. The introducer couldn't even get close to the door. The remaining 7 martial temples have a low probability, but its advantage lies in its low barrier to entry. Waiting for several months, I can always try my luck inside. But Chang'an understood. Resource monopoly. Good things are always reserved for a select few. You have amazing talent, insufficient achievements. It was again the Longyu commandery. The acting commander is qualified. I will send an urgent messenger today. Send the documents to Chang'an. Suji, where did you go this time? The head office will make the arrangements. No need to queue at all. The back door is so convenient. Okay. Then I'll go back and make preparations. If there's anything else to explain about Liangzhou, or perhaps unfinished private matters, they should all go and confess in the next couple of days. Resigning from Chang'an. If you can truly obtain the spirit seal and enter the realm of ink dotting, it seems unlikely they'll be able to return anytime soon. Once you've obtained the spirit seal, shouldn't you return to continue fulfilling your duties? What does this mean, sir? What happened? Could it be that she's developing a woman's personality? And she's become so sentimental. In my past life, I wandered far from my hometown. Hasn't he been alone for so many years? If it's only for 10 days or half a month, that's fine. But why are you implying that I shouldn't come back? Wasting food is a crime punishable by death. Selling it is too much trouble. Then let's give it away. I've stayed in Liangzhou for so long. I don't even have a single friend to give me gifts to. Ha-hee. 3. What's wrong? What's wrong? Lord Zhang, what is this? Where are we going? Robbery. For you. Adults, this isn't a holiday or festival. What are you trying to say? I need to go for a while. I won't be able to come back anytime soon. Since I can't take it with me anyway, I might as well give it to you. Where are you going, sir? Chang on. Is your journey to the Temple of Martial Arts, sir? Haha, as expected of Lord Zhang. It seems this journey will truly transform one into a dragon. Okay, I'm leaving. I hope the three of you will still be alive when I come back. I've watched him go from a political figure to where he is today. Sai, we're just not on the same path after all. Since the adults left something, then keep it safe. They can't just fly in the sky. We can't even walk steadily on the ground. Ha-hee. Chang'an is so damn far away. Your Majesty, Hunan Province has suffered a severe drought this year. 1,000 miles away. No harvest. The refugees have encountered tens of thousands flock to Luoyang. If no money is allocated for disaster relief, I fear this could lead to a popular uprising. Your Majesty urgently reports from the border that the remnants of the Turkic tribes are colluding with demons, repeatedly violated border regulations, slaughtering the garrison commanders of 2 border towns, requesting troop reinforcements. Your Majesty, that's enough of Jiangnan. This morning, all I hear are reports of disasters in various places. Where people died. Where do I need money again? How could my great Tang dynasty's vast empire be in such a predicament? Nothing goes smoothly. Not a single good news. Your Majesty, please calm down. We, your subjects, deserve death. Death penalty. Spending all day is a capital offense. If I really killed you, what should you do then? His Majesty, I have some good news. Explain. A remarkable talent has recently emerged from the Longyu military commandery. This woman's name is Zhang Yu. He was only 17 or 18 years old at the beginning of his life. It has been cultivated to the point of becoming a pill. A few days ago, he even relied on his own strength on the Qiang River in Jianan, slaying a powerful demon that had been causing trouble for many years. Oh, this is impossible. How so? This must be fake. 17 or 18 years old. Is Chengdan perhaps just trying to please His Majesty? It was written by the Demon Suppression Division, right? Interesting. What the Commander-in-Chief said. The Commander-in-Chief said this woman was exceptionally gifted, resilient. If carefully cultivated, given time, it is highly likely to become the Tang dynasty, the next pillar of the nation in the burning lamp realm. Selling cakes. Wow, Mother thought that older sister was very pretty. Shh, don't point randomly. That's the magistrate of the Demon Suppression Division. Be careful. I might catch you and use you as fertilizer. Chang'an is a place where dragon energy gathers. The rumors about Wanfa Pei are true. I am a human, a person's strength. Even so, they were suppressed and could only perform at 70 to 80% of their potential. If the demon race comes here, I'm afraid I won't be able to perform even a fraction of my potential. Wouldn't that allow us to lure the demons in and kill them? It seems the demon race isn't stupid either. Why did you give me so many instructions before I left? Saying to throw a stone on Chang'an Avenue hit 10 people. 3 of them were relatives of the emperor. 4 of them are high-ranking officials in the current government. The remaining 3 were their household slaves. Let me control my temper. Don't draw your knife and kill someone so easily. I am not anyone. Serial killer. As long as you don't mess with me, I am still very kind. They were all famous ancient mirrors. He would be more than qualified to be a captain in the ancient city of Longyu. In this Chang'an general command, he was reduced to merely a gatekeeper. Stop. Stop. May I ask what business brings you to the headquarters, sir? Gold-threaded embroidered beast, 6th rank general, or to win over the elites of the military command. Such a young girl. He was probably sent to the frontier by some powerful family to gain experience. The children of officials can accumulate 2 or 3 years of experience. He was transferred back to the capital. Is it really that easy to go back to Longyu Commandery? I also need to get my dad to put in a good word for me. I am entering the capital. It is to seek the 5 wonderful spirit seals. May I ask if Chue Pian will be allowed to enter the Temple of Martial Arts? Is there a problem? No problem. Holy shit! Seeking the spirit seal at the Temple of Martial Arts. It must be at least the post-core formation stage. Chang Dan, 17 or 18 years old. Perfect. This guy started practicing martial arts in the womb. Unsuccessful. General Chue is discussing matters in the hall. Your servant will go and report this immediately. I am just busy today. It seems we'll have to wait a little longer. Adults should go to the side hall first. Take a short rest. No need. Go quickly. I'll wait here. I've seen it before. Father's acquaintances roll away. Zhang girl. Lord Gu. You are the commander of Longyu. Zhang Yat replied to the commander's words. It was Zhang Yu Chu. Miss Zhang killed the Qianjiang Dragon King back then. It was she who made the move. Since we happened to run into each other, then don't just stand there. Let's go together. Yes. What does that mean? Who is this old man? What an arrogant official. This is basically conscription. Miss Zhang means deputy commander. Then don't ask. Emergency. I'll tell you more on the way. Lord Gu was in such a hurry. Where exactly are we going? Qingyang. Qingyang is the same place as Xianyang in the previous life. It's not far from Chang'an. Half-day walking distance. You know too. Chang'an is under the emperor's feet. Dragon Qi gathering. Ordinary monsters approach this thorny land. They would all be overwhelmed and unable to breathe. Therefore, there weren't actually many people stationed at the headquarters. Most points. Masters above sunglasses. They were all assigned to guard several nearby passes. Those who remain at the headquarters, besides the deputy commanders and demon suppressors. The rest were just civil servants who handled paperwork. That's just bad luck this time. Several deputy commanders happened to be away from Jingju. The commander-in-chief even went to Jiangnan. Now only this deputy commander remains to oversee the situation. Just half an hour ago, an urgent report came from Jingnan County. Ghost Infant Demon King. I don't know where I got the news about Zuo Sikongsu. They dared to massacre 3 villages under the jurisdiction of Jingyuan County. Demon King, if we kill him, how much cultivation level is needed? 3,000 years or 5,000 years? How strong is that beast? Daring to proclaim himself the Demon King. His strength was at least above that of Dianmo. And dared to clamor right under Chang'an's nose? A person's strength. It's probably more than just the Lotus Realm. The Lotus Planting Realm has been disturbed, although I am confident. But he wasn't arrogant enough to think he had already achieved perfect enlightenment to be able to go head-to-head with an old monster of this level. Why did this old man drag me into this? Do you want to see him showing off? That level of combat. We really can't get involved. However, the Demon King was not alone. He also has several demon cubs under his command. Although his strength is inferior to that of the old demon. However, they have all reached the level of the core formation realm. These little beasts are the most cunning. If the situation turns bad, they will inevitably scatter and flee. Therefore, the Demon King was given the position of deputy commander. The smaller ones are ours. Miss Zhang, I am so sorry. Deputy Commander, it's not that I'm trying to make things difficult for you. The truth is, there simply isn't enough capable manpower available in the capital. You've just arrived in Chang'an. I didn't even get a sip of water. Lord Gu, you're being too polite. I am both a member of the Demon Suppression Division. Slaying demons and monsters is simply our duty. What trouble is there to speak of? They sacrificed their lives for the people of the Tang dynasty. It is our duty. Look, this is enlightenment. This is what perspective means. No wonder he has achieved so much at such a young age. Just this confidence. He was undoubtedly superior to countless geniuses in the capital. We are now standing on the territory of Yunyang Township. Further north, past that ridge, that is Chongwen Township and Yongle Township. The previous urgent report said that Ghost Gold Demon King eventually disappeared in this area. We ran for half a day, according to that beast's habits and pace. They probably already eaten and drunk their fill. I'm looking for a place to ruminate. That old demon whale is mine. Those few core formation realm minions under his command. If they get away, go into the crowd of people. That is a tiger entering a flock of sheep. Zhu Feng, in his humble position. You brought 2 people. Guard the eastern pass. The rest of the people guarded the west side. Don't let them dive into the river. The responsibilities of a 17 or 18-year-old are fulfilled. Indeed, they are extremely rare. But I've never actually seen him make a move. Unknown depth. We must not let him take any risks. Gu Change, you and this girl guard the north. If I were to take action, the old demon was no match for him. They will definitely run away from the capital. The little demons would also dart over there. As long as you can block them at the mountain pass, the time it takes for an incense stick to burn. When I have a free hand, they'll take care of them. If we can hold on. He then signaled not to risk his life. That won't do. If you, an old man, were to clean it all up. I came all this way only to breathe in a bellyful of northwest wind. Wouldn't it be a wasted trip? Deputy Commander, please rest assured, this humble servant will make sure they never return. Good action. Yes. The terrain here is narrow. If those demon cubs fled north, this is an excellent ambush point. Let's stop here. What is this? This item is called the Demon Seeking Plate. It's a new and interesting gadget that the company has recently come up with, although it is not yet widespread. But my sister has some connections. I was lucky enough to get one. Seeking demons. Although demons in this world are good at disguising themselves, however, demonic energy is extremely difficult to completely conceal within a radius of dozens of miles. As long as a demon appears, this pointer will also sense warnings. If one could extract a trace of aura from a demon, pour into the plate. As long as that demon is still within 1,000 miles, this pointer can then lock it firmly in place. Good stuff. This is practically, for me, a tailor-made sourcing tool. Since entering the demon suppression division, the most troublesome thing is finding the demon. With this demon a hunting compass, I'm not worried about not having enough spiritual power. Zhang girl. Is this expensive? In addition to the distribution by the headmaster, you can buy it even if you have money. However, although you are now a person from Longyu, I'll go and plead with my sister later. I'll apply for one for you. It's not a difficult thing. Is Lord Gu's statement true? A gentleman's word. The application process must be complicated. Suo Gu Changgong is being overly enthusiastic. But perhaps it's to repay me for saving him in Jianan last time. As expected of the sons of the capital, they are particular. How did Miss Zhang feel upon arriving in Chang'an? Big. What else? The items seem quite expensive. Rice is indeed expensive in Chang'an. Living in a big city is not easy. However, with the girl's abilities, if you want to settle down in Chang'an, it's not difficult. The company has always been generous to its employees. Monthly salary plus allowance. That's enough to buy a small courtyard in Beijing. Lord Gu is joking. I was just lucky. How could I dare to dream of high office and generous salary? Luck is also a form of strength. By the way, Miss Chang, if those few demon cubs come later, you'd better be mentally prepared. How hard to kill? It's not that it's hard to kill. This demon king's true form is a goat. Sheep. Don't underestimate this beast. Among the ancient constellations, there is the ghost gold sheep lineage. Although this demon king was a young spirit, wild brutality, he likes to eat human hearts. Moreover, this beast is extremely adept at bewitching people. My favorite thing is to wear human skin, pretending to have a kind and benevolent appearance to mingle in the world. His minions were mostly goats and wild sheep, becoming a spirit, the wolf in sheep's clothing. This is the first time I've seen a sheep in human skin. Here. Here. Ha ha ha. They are ordinary people. Miss Chang, look. Azure Dragon Overlord Blade. What a crazy woman! Start cutting. Ignorant fool! Master Yang's feet are toughened by countless trials, comparable to King Kong. Since you rate courting death, then don't blame Master Yang for being ruthless. Without the knife, let's see what you can do. Yin-yang vertical and horizontal hands. This is the power one should have at the core formation stage. Humans are the most intelligent of all beings. It is about practicing qi and techniques. To fight a demon by physical strength alone, that's pure suicide. This is common sense. But this girl, that's not right. My older brother was slapped like this. If this slap were to land on my face, that must hurt so much. What the hell are you all standing there like idiots for? If we Dante rush now, go outside and wait for that old scoundrel to catch up. Nobody will survive. Don't panic if Zhang doesn't work. I'll help you. Later. HMM. Rose. Get out of here! Get out of here! Kill a creature at the core formation realm. He attained 655 years of spiritual cultivation. Pulling out a head with bare hands. Are you a human or a ghost? Die. Kill a creature at the core formation realm. He attained 742 years of Taoist cultivation. We have no past grievances, no grudges recently. I am merely passing through this place. Hungry. I borrowed a few two-legged sheep to have a snack. There are only a few hundred people in total. They reign not royalty. It's worth your relentless pursuit. Since you've eaten, then leave your life behind. Consider it as meal money. Ha ha ha, I admit it. If it were 30 years ago, I've seen you. He would definitely bow down immediately. Get as far away as possible. But now your cultivation level is only at the Guanshan realm. How much is left? Killing you is enough, old madman. Are you out of your mind? When Guanxinjing reached this point, who doesn't value their life more than anything else? This old man developed a host of injuries 30 years ago. He actually risked his life against me despite his serious injuries. I was afraid of death when I was young. Always think of saving some strength when facing problems, thinking that there are still many days ahead. But at this age, suddenly, as if on the verge of death, they can also take a few demon kings down with them. It wasn't in vain that I, Zhao Zhang, lived this life. You old fool, don't you value your life? I still need to live. You old fool, don't you value your life? I still need to live. If I were 5 years younger, that beast has absolutely no chance of escaping this attack alive today. We absolutely cannot let him escape. Yeah. That was the deputy commander-in-chief. Father fled. My father was no match for that old scoundrel. Run. Miss Zhang and the others are going to run. That demon king was very heavy. Finding a bargain depends on luck. If you ray lucky, the old man beat him half to death. My last hitting is just pure talent. But if you can't find it, we can't lose money. These few pieces of fatty meat that are right in front of us, if they fly away, that would truly incur divine retribution. Let's eat first and talk about it later. Where to run? Let's eat first and talk about it later. Good opportunity. Yin-yang vertical and horizontal hands. Die. Kill a creature at the core formation realm. He attains 680 years of Taoist cultivation. Kill a creature at the core formation realm. He attains 695 years of Taoist cultivation. Current cultivation level, 4,037 years. This is. The third and fourth brothers are all dead. What a vicious human race! They didn't even leave me a single seedling. Ow. Even if you hate, if you Dante run, I'm afraid I'm really going to lose my life here today. With my current methods, unable to withstand this attack. Even if the core formation realm is incredibly powerful, unable to withstand the full power of the Demon King, the system will roll up with one hit. Ow. It's bad. It doesn't matter. You two are at least not missing any limbs, are you? My position is not hindered. Many thanks to the Deputy Commander-in-Chief for saving my life. This beastly Deputy Commander-in-Chief. That beast had just left. The demonic energy that remains in this place. Do you think you can catch up? I know about this thing, but this thing's limit is only 1,000 miles. You become that kind of demon king who spans borders, Could it be a wild rabbit running on the ground? As long as that beast wants to run, even a severely injured body, it can also escape 1,000 miles away in one breath. By then, your compass will be nothing but a decoration. Once you leave this Guangdong region, to the north lies the vast desert. To the west are towering mountains and steep ridges. The world is vast. If he is determined to hide, just find a mouse hole and crawl into it. Conceal your aura. Even if the entire army of the Suji were to come out, want to drag him out again, it will still take some effort. Not to mention the chief commander. How could he possibly do this for a mere lotus-planting demon king? Swarming out. It is my incompetence. If I were stronger, even if it's just enough to block one of that beast's attacks. You don't need to be distracted. They let that old demon escape. All right, stop acting like a spoiled child. You are still young. The responsibility of 17 or 18 years old. Even in my time, this was a rare sight. Our generation is incompetent. The world has not been cleaned up. I failed to give you enough time to grow. Whether it's a past life or this life, those in high positions, most of the time, it's about sending subordinates to risk their lives and pave the way to achieve fame and fortune for oneself. There are so few people like him. Zhang Ya too. Your humble servant is. You Ray great. Both in terms of temperament and methods, they are superior to this kid, although the old one ran away. But all of those smaller ones died at your hands. This trip to Jingyang, you deserve the most credit. After returning, I will personally record your merits in the Book of Achievements. Thank you, Deputy Commander-in-Chief. If I remember correctly, your trip to Chang'an is about the Temple of Martial Arts, isn't it? 17 or 18-year-old Dianmo. Make good use of it. You ray a ruthless and vicious girl. This is quite to my liking. As long as you can obtain the spirit seal from the martial temple, stepping into the realm of ink, I'm going to give you a big gift. A gift so grand that even the Deputy Commander-in-Chief would call it a grand gift. Absolutely extraordinary. Your humble servant will do his utmost. What are you still standing there for? Call someone to take these bodies back. These beasts were nothing but skin, flesh, and bones. They're all good materials for refining and making medicine. Don't waste it. For heads reaching the core formation realm. If it were any other time, in the middle of nowhere, if you were to use the bloodstone technique in front of him, I am afraid the next second, that iron rod was about to smash into my forehead. Moreover, the golden core within my body is almost completely invisible. Pouring any more in will only cause it to overflow. They might even suffer the consequences. Just consider it feeding the dog. Open the side door to let people in. All right, that's enough for today. You Ray all tired too. Go back and rest. Palace rewards. A document will be issued tomorrow. Respectfully seeing off the Deputy Commander-in-Chief. Miss Zhang, it's good that you're here today. Otherwise, those little colorful beasts really would have escaped. It is already late at night. Besides the night guards at the headquarters, They probably all gone to rest. Miss Zhang is a newcomer. Is there a place to stay? If you don't mind, Mr. Gu, there are several villas in the capital. No need to trouble Master Gu. I already have a place to go. Go to the Wei residence for a free meal. Rented accommodation. I doubt Wei King would chase people away with a broom. Since that's the case, Mr. Gu will not insist on keeping him. Wait 2 days. The girl has settled in at the headquarters company. Mr. Gu decided to set up a table in Pinkangfang. Please treat the girls to a good meal. This is a welcome dinner for the girls. If that's all right, then I'll take my left. Waiting for the demon-seeking plate. Don't worry, I've got your problems covered. And this is it. Which adults visited late at night? Where did this beggar come from? Without even opening his eyes to see where he was, he realized he was in a strange place. Beggars went to the Baixianfang in the south of the city. He ran wild in Yongxingfang. Aren't they afraid of being caught by the street patrol and having their legs broken? I don't beg for food. I'm here to find someone. Who to find? My husband has already retired and is not receiving guests. I'm looking for Wei King. You beggar, have you lost your mind? My young lady is such a precious and elegant girl. How could I possibly recognize someone like you? This. Please inform them. Long Yu will visit at the beginning of the month. Where are you? Where? At the beginning of the month. Why did you suddenly come to Chang'an? Yeah. Oh, it smells so bad. Did you fall into a latrine? What kind of monster is it this time? Several sheep demons that had become spirits. It took a little effort. In Longyu, it's all about slaying demons every day. Having arrived in Chang'an, I still need to slay demons. The Demon Suppression Division is treating people like dirt. But then again, your flesh seems to have firmed up quite a bit. He used to be skinny. Now shut up. Grown-ups. Master. Come in. Master, just now, miss. There was some commotion over there. A guest has arrived in the dead of night. Where did the guests come from? She is a young woman, wearing the official robes of the Demon Suppression Temple. covered in blood. I wonder which pile of corpses it crawled out of. They said it was an old acquaintance of the young lady from her time in Liangzhou. Both king are as friends. It's the demon suppression division again. Then we will treat you well. Let those below be on guard. Do not be impolite. By the way, sir, the woman identified herself as Zhang. What did you say his surname was? Surname Zhang. Full name Zhang at the beginning of the month. News about his visit to the mansion. Tell the servants to keep their mouths shut. If anyone dares to gossip outside, even half a word, beat him to death with sticks. It is this old servant who understands. Eat slowly. No one will take it from you. It's getting late. Go to sleep. Where do I sleep? Of course, I'll sleep here. This is inappropriate. My murderous aura. I am afraid of offending you. Or should we have someone clean up the guest room next door? Number. Why are you disturbing the servants in the middle of the night? I've been waiting so long for your arrival. I have so much to say to you. Hurry up. Although I was born a woman in this life, but my heart still felt uneasy. That's it. 2 young women sleeping in one bed. It's a deep friendship between best friends. I kept making excuses. On the contrary, it makes it seem like you have something to hide. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. You were so strong at the beginning of the month. You were so strong at the beginning of the month. Practicing martial arts. What is the purpose of this trip to Chang'an? Martial Temple Ink Tranquility Seal. What about after that? If you become a master of ink painting, it even became a place for planting lotus flowers and viewing mountains. Besides staying at the Demon Suppression Division, is there anything else you'd like to do? Perhaps it's because they want to live longer. Be more comfortable. No need to read other people's faces. No need to worry. Go wherever you want. I'll kill whoever messes with me. Very nice. I wish I had your skills. Each has its own merits. You live such a life of luxury, carefree. Countless people envy. I used to be. I've thought about it this way. But the more one encounters terrifying demons, only then did I understand. Only the strength to control one's own destiny. That's the fundamental thing. This is the world outside of Longyu. Sleep. I need to go to the headquarters tomorrow. Miss Zhang got up so early. Breakfast is ready. Girl, you might as well not use it. I still need to report to the headquarters. We won't disturb Wei King's rest. Why? If he wakes up, please tell me. I'll come see him when I'm done with my work. It was this old servant who wrote it down. Lord Zhang, you've finally recovered from your rest? I'm looking for Judge Chue. General Chue gave the order. If you come, go directly to the Hall of Merit and Demerit. He thought of Chen Gu. They waited there. Chang on general command. The highest hall of Tang dynasty dancers. I've finally made it this far. Your humble servant Zhang Yuchu greets Lord Chue. Ha 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 ha. No need for formalities. But Zhang Yuchu, Zhang Lang will come and sit down. Lord Chue is too kind. It was recommended by General Wei, another person valued by the chief commander. Then I won't beat around the bush. Seeking the spirit seal at the Temple of Martial Arts. It is the strictest checkpoint set by the Imperial Court. Verify origin. Verification of 3 generations of meritorious service, bone age assessment, and identity verification. Just going through this process, in less than 10 days or half a month, you can even touch the threshold of the Martial Temple. So troublesome. But you don't have to. Last night, Deputy Commander Zhao came to the headquarters overnight. I will personally vouch for you. You just need to press your handprint here. Sign your name. Go get a medical checkup again. Confirmed not to be a demon spy. That's settled. Stepping into the realm of ink. I'm going to give you a big gift. Let's go while there's still time. Going for a medical examination is a strict rule. No one can escape it. This is the demon revealing mirror, the treasure of the Uji. If a demon were to take human form and infiltrate this mirror, then divine thunder from the heavens will descend, bomb it to ashes. Who is Zhang Yuchu, the military commander of Longyu, seeking a seal at a temple? Go up. Human ancient spirits. 17. Take responsibility. Successfully overcome the most troublesome hurdles. After that, it's just a matter of waiting. Noon. Yang energy at its peak. When the Temple of Martial Arts opens. Inside the Temple of Martial Arts, the temple enshrined the sages of the Tang dynasty who vanquished demons and monsters. 180 heaven and earth spirit seals collected with painstaking efforts. After entering, you need to let go of your divine will to sense it. If their temperaments are compatible, a spiritual seal will naturally descend to mark the area. Helps you reach the top in one step. Step into Dianmo. If you ray unlucky, sitting still for 3 days is a waste of time. They could only slink out. It all depends on luck. Not entirely. Seeking an official seal at the 5 temples, there are still some opinions. The first rule is stillness. After entering the temple, you need to calm your mind and concentrate. You must not have the slightest distracting thoughts. Furthermore, one must not show the slightest disrespect to the sacred seal in the temple. The second point is to act according to one's ability. Among the 5 temples, numerous spirit seals, divided into 3, 6, and 9 classes. Some are mild, some are violent, some were even more ferocious. If one's own foundation is insufficient, divine will not be firm. Forced to accept such a great opportunity, at best, it damages the soul. He became demented. In severe cases, it can lead to death and the dissipation of one's spiritual energy. There are even such claims. Every year, there are always some self-important geniuses, eyes higher than the top. Why seek out the most advanced paranormal phenomena? As a result, the promising seedlings died prematurely. So if you feel something is wrong, remember to immediately give up on that idea. Keep the green hills, not afraid of running out of firewood. So what about the third one? Her. The third is to accept one's fate. Even if you do the first two, is it possible to obtain a spirit seal? It also depends on luck. This thing is like finding a wife. It all comes down to fate. In the end, it all comes down to luck, doesn't it? That thing. Don't you think the imperial court's inspections are too cumbersome? Some even humiliated people. Since the imperial court has opened this door, it's normal to be on guard. Zhang Lang is a wise man. The gate of the martial temple, as long as you have a clean record, it is open. Besides allowing you to continue performing your duties, there are no other stringent constraints. Snort! Did you see those places? Those long-standing aristocratic families, profound heritage. The clan enshrined extremely powerful spiritual seals. As long as you are willing, not based on your talent, they will present the spirit seal to you with great fanfare. It even provides a continuous stream of resources, helping you in the future to join forces with Guanxin. What's the price? The price is your life, even the lives of your descendants. Then they all belong to the master. As long as the master has a single thought, I understand. As long as the master has a single thought, I understand. Every year, countless proud and arrogant geniuses. I ran into a wall at the martial temple. He turned around and knelt down at the gate of the aristocratic family. But his spine was broken, no matter how high the cultivation level. It's nothing more than a watchdog. Thank you for your explanation, Lord Chue. It's about time. If you miss the auspicious times, even with good luck, the main gate was also closed. Goodness, I'm considered one of the top in Longyu. How did we get to Chang'an? Even the gatekeeper seems better than me. The Temple of Martial Arts is located beside Tide Pond in the northwest corner. This route requires passing through several forbidden areas. Don't look around. This is where not only His Majesty lives, and the empresses in the harem. If you see something you shouldn't see, your humble servant understands. In fact, besides seeking the seal at the 5 temples and pledging allegiance to Shakyamuni Buddha, there is a third path in this world that can make you rise to the top in one step. The third road. With Zhang Lang's appearance, if His Majesty could take a liking to him, selected to enter the palace, to bestow the title of imperial concubine or something, at that time, the nation's fortune will deepen. What spiritual seal cannot be obtained? That's below several people, above 10,000 people. Lord Kui's joke is not funny at all. When I didn't he say, walk quickly, walk quickly. We'll be at the Temple of Martial Arts soon. Don't miss the time. The Great Master's Pool is just ahead. The Marshall Temple is located on the north side of the pond. Distinguished guests often visit this area to enjoy the scenery. If there is a collision, what I feared most came to pass. Your Majesty, I, Chue Yuan, a subordinate general of the Demon Suppression Division, pay my respects. Your subject, Zhang Yuqiu, commander of Longyu, pays his respects to Your Majesty. From Longyu, Your Majesty is indeed General Zhang. Because of outstanding achievements, special permission granted to enter the capital to seek the 5 mystic seals. Oh, lift your head. That girl has a lot of nerve. How dare they look directly at the Emperor's face? Your name is Zhang Yuqiu. Have we met somewhere before? Holy crap, that's it. Could it be that His Majesty has really taken a liking to her? Your Majesty, I have never entered the Imperial City. It seems His Majesty has misremembered. It's also true. I've been reviewing memorials so many times these past few days that my head is spinning and my eyes are blurry. Everyone looks familiar to me. This girl's eyes are like a tiger cub's. I spoke to her. She's probably cursing me in her heart. Your Majesty, this woman is extremely disrespectful. This old servant will have her taken away immediately. Okay. Take it down at the drop of a hat. I was just saying it casually. Okay. Go to the Marshall Temple. It's a place with heavy yin energy. Your malevolent aura is just what I need to counteract it. If you obtain the Spirit Seal, don't rush to leave Chang'an. If I had time another day, I summon you to the palace again for a talk. My great hand. That is, Your Majesty, I'm in a good mood today. If it were someone else, dare to look me in the eye like that, the dragon's face had already been dragged out and beheaded. It's getting late, Lord Chue. Yes, the important thing is to get down to business. Zhang Lang, I'll leave you here. You have to walk this last leg of the journey by yourself. You love me. Once Zhang Lang takes this step, the difference will be like heaven and earth. You'd better pay attention. Thank you for your guidance, Lord Chue. Your humble servant has noted it down. I have now reached the pinnacle of my cultivation. When I entered the door, they hadn't sensed the slightest trace of this person's presence. He's a master. And it's the kind of high that's off the charts. An extremely terrifying old monster. Young people these days have quite a bit of patience. Junior Commander Zhang Yuqiu of Longyu greets Senior. From Longyu. That place is bitterly cold. How could I raise such a beautiful little girl like you? That's quite strange. Senior, you flatter me. Okay, stop standing there. Since we're here, it means seeking a seal. Sit down and calm your mind. Let go of your thoughts. As for what one can obtain, it all depends on your fate. This is Lin Yi. The trash can just beckon. It's probably just a roadside stall. Not enough. Not enough. Still not enough. Since we're already here, it would be best not to look at it at all. I will regret this for the rest of my life. I'll take you. And get out of here. Act recklessly. Act recklessly. How? They look down on me. My journey along the way, I've killed tigers and slaughtered wolves. Slaughtering white apes. Slaying the dragon. It's just an inanimated object. You dare look down on me? Give me. Come over. Congratulations, host, on your arrival, consuming the spirit of ferocious beasts, unparalleled in killing. Should they be allowed to recognize a master? What a domineering personality! Oh no, a powerful demon is lurking. How long has it been? An ordinary martial artist would emerge within the time it takes for an incense stick to burn. Back then, Lao Tzu only spent the time it takes to get a seal of office. It's been almost half an hour. Could this girl have fallen asleep inside? Or is it because of greed? Forcibly seeking top-tier spiritual seals. As a result, the soul was damaged. He turned into an idiot. This is a celestial dog eating the sun. Wrong. What's the panic? Senior, what's going on here? Such strange phenomena. Could it be that a peerless demon has infiltrated Chang'an? Great demon. Wakazaki Dai Yu. It's probably the legendary demon saint who has personally arrived. Even this kind of weather cannot be produced. That's a dragon. True dragon. White tiger roars in the west wind. Jiang metal governs killings and warfare. The white dragon turned into rain. All the world submits. Black bear shock valley. Gods and demons are separated by a single thought. Ah, China has entered the city. Run. Senior, what exactly is going on? Amazing. Senior, please stop keeping me in suspense. Is this a blessing or a curse? This girl is amazing. The doll is related to the cockroach gun. Zhonglang is a demon. Zhonglang is a demon. Did you know that the heavenly and earthly seals can only be obtained by seeking it at the martial temple? Inheritance of deceased family. There is a third method. Becoming an imperial concubine. Ordinary dancers are people seeking a mark. This type is a seal. You don't need to be obsequious when asking for favors. No need for ancestral protection. Relying solely on his own divine will, this caused the heavens and earth to resonate. Let that spirit seal willingly leave its mark on you, transformed into the foundation for entering the inner sanctum. All in all, this is how one can act according to one's own will. The character who forcibly subdued the heavenly spirit seal. The Tang dynasty lasted for 800 years. Even including the previous dynasties, the numbers can be counted on one hand. Congratulations, host, subduing the spirit of the ferocious beast, unparalleled in killing. Should they be allowed to recognize a master? Allow. What does this mean? Could it be that Uncle Po thinks that dark figure is to trash? Not good enough for me. If you don't seek the spirit seal, those sunglasses, how can I break this? Dots of ink. It is to use divine will as a pen, true chi as ink, seeking a trace among all living beings in heaven and earth. Since it was borrowed, ultimately it was still somewhat lacking. But now, why should I thank you? Ha 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 ha, this ancient demon. All of them are in my pujo. Why seek externally? Why bother caring about the moods of heaven and earth? Using the demon manual as a pen. 10,000 demons as ink. Give me some. Using the image of a demon in suffering. 10,000 demons as ink. Give me some. Jindan by Mo looked back. Ink dyed golden elixir. The brush moves like dragons and snakes. The brush moves like dragons and snakes. All spirit hand guard. From this moment on, a mortal body is transformed into a saintly body. These are sunglasses. Previously, the core formation realm. Golden core is fragile. It can't hold much true energy. And the true energy currently stored. Save money, enough to last for half an hour. No wonder people say he can't even write a single character. I don't know what it tastes like. This step forward, it's truly a world of difference. The host will lead the realm of the beginning of the month with ink. 4,037 years of Taoist practice. Demonic transformation ability has been upgraded. 10,000 demon spirit seals. This is a general ink dot. All demons in the universe can be used as seals. Ordinary martial artist. Seeking a seal at a temple. Requested defense. I'm destined to be a punching bag in this life. But I can use any demon as a seal. Unlock special features. Heavenly Demon Flame Warrior. The painting itself forms a world. Can consume cultivation. Insert the collected demon souls. He was instructed to conduct simulations day and night. Practice the designated techniques. This is for the demons that have been included. Come out and help me deduce martial arts. The martial arts I now possess. Besides a few alchemy techniques. The rest are all low-level martial arts. It was absolutely terrible. I was just worrying about what would happen after stepping into the ink painting world. Where can I find cultivation techniques now? You're the one. Hum. Whether to invest. Taoist cultivation opens the deduction. 10 years of cultivation equals 1 hour. 10 years, 1 day, 12 hours. That would simply mean burning away over 100 years of accumulated cultivation. Cultivation requires effort. Tiger Mountain God is currently performing a deduction. As long as one's cultivation is sufficient, I can even command several powerful demons to draw their bows simultaneously. Tiger Demon practices Sword Wolf, Demon Body Technique, Mighty Army Training. Is this what capitalists are happy about? Ha ha ha. Oh. This human race's cultivation method. Do you think a pig like you can understand this? With this heavenly demon flame, Marshall, as long as you keep killing demons and exploring the Tao, I don't even need to look for future cultivation techniques. What about the old man? Gone. Lord Chue has been waiting for a long time.